Chaos on Velocitron Nautica. What a cool figure this is. While it is just a retool of the Transformers Titans Return Blur, this does come out looking really good. It's not accurate to the comics either, which is kind of a shame, but the colors on this, the purple, the yellow, the awesome little fans, although this is supposed to be a submarine and it doesn't really work as one. It does roll fairly well though, which is good, I guess. Now, Nautica does have a Titan Master, and like a lot of Titan Masters, it has no paint. Here it is with some other versions of the same Titan Master, the Blur one. Now, comparing this to Brainstorm, both of these look really, really cool, and they look especially good next to each other. Like, that's the thing about this mold, is it's so versatile. Here it is next to some modern stuff, Voyager, Brainstorm again. Here it is next to a modern Deluxe, I guess. And maybe a Sharkticon? Why not? Yeah, why not?
Before we get too deep into this figures transformation and whatnot, I am feeling a little under the weather, but also, this is absolutely one of my favorite molds, like, ever. I love the Brainstorm Titans Return Blur mold. I actually have 3 different Brainstorms. I have the Retro, the Comic-Con, and the Walgreens one, so this just also continues the amazing trend that mold can do no wrong. The other thing about this is you can totally pull these off, and this is just Blur. Like, it's literally just Blur's vehicle mode. So for people thinking that Nautica is like a really special figure, she's kind of not. Anyways, getting into transformation, you just want to take away her blaster there, and then she transforms just like how Blur is supposed. Oh, also open this up and remove the headmaster. She transforms just like how Blur would. So you just kind of wiggle the arms free. Oh my gosh, I'm already ruining it. Man, that did not last long. But yeah, just wiggle the arms free from their posts. Come down to the legs, pop them open, and fold them out. Boop. Split the legs, fold the little tail fin thing up, close them up, and fold out the feet. Fold the arms around, come to the nose cone, and push it all the way back on the double hinge. Uh-oh. There we go. Fold the seat in, close up the chest, pop the arms into place, and fold back the little fuselages. There we go. And last, but most certainly not least, the most important step of any headmaster, take the legs, fold them in half, head on. Oh no, there we go, head on. And there we have Chaos on Velocitron, Titans Return, Nautica.
Now this thing in robot mode is something to behold. I absolutely adore the proportions on this figure. It looks really good in just about any pose you stick it in. You can even almost recreate Nautica's dancing pose with this, the really famous comic panel, which, that's pretty cool. That's something that I think a lot of people would want to know. But yeah, you can just see how dynamic it is, how nice it looks just standing there, honestly. How really good. It's hard to describe. I'm floundering over my own words because this figure is so cool. And it looks nice next to modern stuff, or at least stuff that's contemporary to it. Here it is next to a Combiner Wars figure, a modern Deluxe with Armada Hotshot. Here we have it with Brainstorm again. You can see that they're literally the same size. And Transformers Metal Hawk. So yeah, there she is.
Now, articulation for Nautica is slightly above par for Titan's Return, in my opinion. So she obviously has the Titan Master neck, so it's on a ball joint, it can waggle, it can spin 360. This one's a pretty good socket. The Blur mold honestly holds up. I'm surprised it's held up as well. Full 360 shoulders. She does have hot rod shoulders, so they do go up like that. 360 at the bicep, 90 degrees at the elbows, full wrist swivel, which is pretty cool. She does have a waist swivel, which is also pretty good. Ball jointed hips that come out about that far and about that far back. They go out about that far. Full 360 at the thigh, a little bit past 90 at the knee, and you can really fudge a toe out of this if you really want to. You can. I've used it to stabilize some poses. It isn't the most non-useful transformation joint, but overall it's a fairly posable figure. Also, I'm going to mention it here, since if I don't mention it, someone in the comments is going to be like, oh, you didn't say the thing, which is that the backpack can come off and make a arm shield, which I legitimately think is lost on Nautica, just because the peg is so far down and the hole is so far up that with those big turbines, it doesn't even really matter. So I don't know. I don't really use that on Brainstorm. I don't use that on any of the molds. It's a non-issue for me. But yeah, pretty good posability, honestly. Holds up, like, even today. If this had universal hips, it'd be a modern figure.
So there's not much else to say about Nautica that I've not already said. It's a really cool figure of a really interesting character from the IDW comics. Unfortunately, this is the only Nautica that is available, and she does command a pretty high price tag. So if you want this version of her, or you want any Nautica in your collection, it is going to command it. But let me know what you guys think about that in the comments below. Let me know your thoughts on this figure and this video. This has been Bot's Obsession.